Hey everyone, I'm going to go ahead and talk you through the visual analysis summative assessment and kind of what you need to do for all of that and where to find everything for that summative assessment. So obviously we're looking at Unit 2 on Google Classroom. You have the assignment posted here, visual analysis summative assessment, your directions. You're going to choose one image to analyze in a well-developed essay. Your essay should follow the same structure that you used for your rhetorical analysis. So it's basically the exact same thing you just did in your last essay, except instead of looking at written text, you're using visual text. So where can you find an image? If you look at the visual analysis resources, which is posted right above, remember, I included 3 links here to kind of get you started. You have the 50 best movie posters of all time, the 100 photographs from Time magazine that changed the world, or the top 30 editorial cartoons from 2018. You are not limited to these options, but if you're someone who needs kind of a place to start, that's where I would go to try to find some inspiration. The big thing is you want to pick a picture that you feel like you can actually write a full essay about. So once you have your image selected, you guys again have access to my example picture or example rough draft here. So what I would do on yours is I would paste in the image that you're going to use at the top of your document. So for mine, I'm going to use the Jaws movie poster. And then I'm going to do kind of a brief little outline talking about each section. So like in the introduction of my paper, I'm going to include, background of the movie. What was the story of Jaws? The fact that it was the first big blockbuster movie. I'm also going to talk about maybe the significance of movie posters in general. But the big thing that I want to do is I want to come up with my thesis statement. So for my thesis, I need to know who created the poster. So Roger Castell's poster for the blockbuster Jaws clearly evokes pathos by the use of juxtaposition, color, and the fiction-like style of the photo. So just like how in the rhetorical analysis you're making an argument that's proving something, same thing here with your visual analysis, except for instead of using rhetorical analysis terms, you're going to be using compositional features. And those pages for those features are page 184 through 188. So again, I'm going to look at juxtaposition, color, fiction-like style of the photo, and how all of those create pathos. So for juxtaposition, I'm going to talk about the placement of the shark versus the woman versus the actual title. For color, the fact that they use blue, red, and white and that it's patriotic colors. The setting of the movie takes place over 4th of July weekend, so that's something that I would kind of talk about here. And then fiction-like style, it kind of looks like a cover of a book, which is on purpose because Jaws was actually a novel first and then turned into a movie. So I use and also to the fact that you have the exaggeration of the size of the shark as well, making it more fiction like that sort of thing. So this is a good strategy to use to help kind of keep you organized and really break down the features of your picture. You do not have to do this, but again, I would highly recommend that you do. Your timeline for all of this, I have your rough draft being due on Monday, April 8th. On that Monday, you'll do your peer editing with your writing group. Writing conferences will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of April 9th through 11th. Remember, you don't have school on April 12th because next week is conferences, with your final draft being due Sunday, April 14th. Okay. Your rubric is on here as well. It's very similar to the rubric that you had for your rhetorical analysis essay, except it's saying, some things. I think like the only one that is changed is that you evaluate a source of information presented in visual media format. Otherwise, all the standards are the exact same standards that you looked at for the rhetorical analysis essay. Remember, if you have questions, email Miss Muta, and she'll be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have about the essay. And then Miss Muta and Miss Stutzman will be in to do writing conferences with you guys as well. Okay, thanks guys. Have a great day.